Curry. I'm the president of Toyota Indiana Manufacturing. So the all-new Sienna was designed, engineered, and now manufactured in the U.S. We changed the platform and we changed the upper body. So we call that a double major. Basically, we're changing almost everything on this vehicle.
My name is Ted Brown. I'm the General Manager of Quality here at TMMI. When we prepare for a major model change of a vehicle like this, there's a lot of work that goes into it. But it always starts with checking out the current condition. What's happening in our manufacturing shop? What is it that we want to improve with this next major model? On top of that, we want to know what's going on with the current vehicle in the market. What are our customers saying? What do they want in the future, so that we can make sure that we're understanding what potential changes could come about that we need to do in manufacturing to address those customer concerns. Now we're ready to start working with design. So they'll start developing some drawings. We'll work hand in hand with them, and then eventually we'll take those drawings and we'll make some 3D models. And we'll do some digital assembly or virtual builds where we confirm how the vehicle goes together, look for workability issues, and start developing our standardized work, which is the instructions for our team members on how to build this new vehicle.
For our team members, we have a select group that are high-skilled subject matter experts that start on this project almost 2+ years before the vehicle is even built.
We're taking manufacturing team members from our weld shop, our press shop, our paint shop, plastic shop, assembly shop, and they're engaged with the designers, and they want to learn what it is that they want to improve for the customer, and then translate that into a manufacturing process to achieve that goal. These are the members that are going to be working side by side with the team members that are going to build this eventual new model. So they really become the experts of their area, and they bring that information back to their team so they're able to then train those team members on how to build that new model. So when they're working with design, learning what the customer experience targets are, translating that standardized work, they come back, they write the standardized work, and then train the team members. Work with them on the line when they're building these trial runs to confirm that we're meeting the expectations that have been set forth. So really, it's a team effort. And once we get back to the shop floor, it's 100% of the team members engaged. We pull them offline, we show them the new unit, they really get deeply involved and bought into the excitement of this new vehicle.
And they work on improving the actual manufacturability to the vehicle. So not only do we improve the vehicle itself, we actually improve how we attach parts to the vehicle. So these subject matter experts give a lot of input into design. The next thing you know, we're running trials. Now, this vehicle is produced in our East plant. So in East plant, we produce the Highlander, the Great Highlander, and the Sienna. So the team members don't stop. We don't stop running vehicles off the end of the line. We actually do this while we're running the past model. So it is quite the feat to do this and keep running a vehicle off the line every 61 seconds. So the team members get their feel of the vehicle, and then they can give feedback as we're running these trial vehicles with the past model vehicles, and they can give feedback into what do they need to change in their processes and how things are laid out. So it's amazing what we do to produce a new gen when we're still running the old generation.
We'll take units, build them up, tear them down, rebuild them on the line over and over again to build that mind and muscle memory so that they know what it takes to build that unit and make sure that they're meeting the customer expectations. Now it's go time. Now it's ready to launch the vehicle and get it out there to the eagerly anticipating customers.
And so it takes a lot more effort when you're changing the platform and the upper body. So for us, we've had a 1-week shutdown really to prepare the final preparations to move the equipment. And now we can take out the old generation Sienna equipment, we can move in this new generation Sienna equipment. We do all that within 1 week.
You know, from a manufacturing perspective, some of the goals that were set for this vehicle were some tremendous fuel economy. So there was a lot of lightweighting that went into this vehicle. So we introduced a lot of new technologies for us, like aluminum was something new for us here. So learning how to produce aluminum, how to stamp it, how to weld it, how to join aluminum to the vehicle so that we could realize the lightweighting opportunities to improve the miles per gallon that we're going to get out of this vehicle. That was a big challenge. It was a really neat opportunity to learn about that new technology and the welding processes that go into that. Along with that, we also have a brand new resin back hatch. So this is a resin back hatch that's got a steel reinforcement that is, again, a lightweighting purpose. It has all the strength requirements that a steel door would have, but significantly lower weight, and it allows for a really cool styling on the back end of the vehicle. So producing that resin back hatch, what's unique about that is the hatch is produced off of the vehicle when it goes through the weld shop. So the ability to keep the back hatch opening perfectly aligned to then receive that resin back hatch from the plastic shop was a big challenge. So it was really neat to see our engineers and our team come together, find some creative solutions that then could be applied to make sure that that body was going to be lined perfectly for the hatch that was going to marry up to. The challenge of the COVID shutdown was monumental. It was unbelievable. We had just launched the Highlander and we were in the development of this Sienna. So there was significant overlap. It's a big challenge here. In our East assembly line, we build the Highlander and the Sienna on the same line. There was a lot of trepidation about what's going to happen next. How are we going to launch this vehicle? And to me, the really cool thing was how we didn't think about what we can't do. We thought about what we can do. Overcoming that challenge was really, to me, the biggest memory about this Sienna launch.
I think we're successful because of the Toyota way, continuous improvement, and it takes detailed planning. So every one of our shops, which was the plastics, the weld, the assembly, the paint, the press, with North American PE, with design, work together as a team. And as that team works together, we plan these trials. So it's not an individual function, it's a team across North America that's working to really run these trials as we're running the old gen. So it takes a lot of detailed planning. It's not easy, but it's something that's in our DNA, and we want to see how it works with the team members building the vehicle while they're building the other vehicles. And we can actually surface a lot of problems when we run this way.
When I see a vehicle going down the road that was built here at Team of Mine, the first thing that comes to my mind are the team members, honestly. I've been here 21 years, and the team that I get to work with on a daily basis really generates a lot of pride in me. So when I see that vehicle driving down the highway, I'm really excited about what our team members were able to bring to the table to bring this vehicle to production, because there's a lot of work that those team members put into it, and they take a lot of pride in it. It's really neat to watch that first vehicle line off. The team members are standing around watching, and they watch it line off. They watch the vehicle start up, drive off the end of the line, everybody starts clapping. It is such a cool moment.
So the new Sienna, for me, is absolutely amazing, and I know every single one of our customers and new customers are gonna love it, because this new Sienna can really do it all.
Hi, I'm Monty Kerr, Chief Engineer of this all-new Sienna. In making this all-new Sienna, from the ground up, we were able to really reimagine what the vehicle is. We've talked a little bit already about how the exterior design was meant to show a bold presence and get everybody to see that this is a completely new minivan. On the inside, when you step in and open the driver's door, you see that connected cockpit that also gives you a sense of confidence. So finally, we had to complete the formula with a confident performance.
Hello, my name is Chris Dragan. I'm from the Vehicle Performance Development Division. What our engineers sought out to do is to make this vehicle the most intuitive and natural feeling vehicle on the market. The torsional stiffness in this vehicle is 40% higher than the outgoing model. This helps not only steering, but also body control and overall confidence. One of the ways our engineers were able to optimize this body structure was by lightweighting some of the key components that don't actually add performance to the vehicle. Starting with the handling performance, even our base LE grade Sienna is the best handling minivan available today. That flows up from LE grade to XLE, limited and platinum grades. And with the XSE grade, we ratcheted up the performance another notch.
So we're looking at the XSE here, which is our sportiest, boldest minivan. And it's not just the exterior. We've also done a lot of changes in the way it handles. So we wanted to make something that was a little more engaging, a little more confident, has less body roll. So some of the things that we've changed on this, besides the 20-inch wheels, The shock absorbers are changed. They have a special characteristic that makes them digressive and allows them to be sensitive to inputs, but still much more firm and controllable. We have stiffer springs, we have stiffer stabilizer bars, and we've retuned the steering system, the EPS, so it gives a little bit more feedback when you're going around those curves. As you know, we've selected our hybrid system to be the single source for power for this vehicle. And this was done after interviewing our customers and understanding the usage scenes for minivans and what our customers wanted. And what we heard was, with long distance travel, fuel economy and distance between fill-ups are really two top priorities. Beyond that, the hybrid also brings some extra benefits. Our new Toyota Hybrid System 2, which is in this and the Highlander, brings direct instant power when you want it, directly in relation to your pedal inputs. Another benefit of the hybrid system on these minivans is for those scenes of dropping off and picking up kids at school. You can pull up in your minivan, wait for your kids without fuming out the exhaust, because the hybrid system will allow you to continue heating the vehicle. Another benefit of all hybrid is that we could do the all-wheel drive by the E motor in the rear. We don't have to worry about prop shafts. That allowed us to optimize the shape of the vehicle and lower the floor, as we've talked about before. My favorite benefit of having 100% hybrid is the inverter that we offer. We have the two plug-in units for that, both the center and the rear of the vehicle, and that just opens up so much for this vehicle.
Hi, my name is Aaron Credo from our R&D Product Development Division. One of the things that we really wanted to highlight today was the all-wheel drive system that we're offering in the all-new Sienna. It's available on not just one grade, but every grade of the vehicle. What the all-wheel drive system in the Sienna includes is a motor generator that's mounted around the rear axle area. It's actually an electric motor that's a 40 kilowatt motor that drives the rear wheels. The all-wheel drive system can seamlessly shift power from the front of the vehicle to the rear at a ratio of 100% in the front, 0 in the rear, all the way to 20% in the front and 80% in the rear. The transfer of power is completely transparent, and the customers won't feel any difference when the power shifts from the front to the rear. But what they will notice is a huge improvement in traction, especially in the wintertime. One of the activities that we did during our R&D development was a winter test, which took us to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, also through Wisconsin and into Minnesota. On that trip, we had the all-new Sienna, as well as the current generation Sienna, and some of our minivan competitors. There was a lot of snow and ice on the trip, and I can tell you the feeling was mutual across the group that the all-new Sienna had the best performance out of